Hello again, and welcome to this time an open the box video from me, Rough Swordsman Wargaming, where I'm going to open this game, which was kindly sent to me as a review copy from the guys at Furor Teutonicus. I hope I said that right. I said this looks an interesting game, and they said okay, we'll send you one. So many thanks to them. I hope it's the first of many. Anyway, you can see this one's called Crossing the Line, Aachen 1944. And I love the artwork on the front of the box. Let's have a look at the back before we take the old stuff off. Sorry about the glare. Let's see. The situation. While Operation Market Garden was in the final stage of preparation, Lieutenant General Hodges led the leading elements of the First Army towards the westward fortified line south of Aachen. If successful, he might have the opportunity to drive through the fortified line, crossing the Ruhr River and perhaps reaching the Rhine River. Right, the game. Crossing the Line, Aachen 1944, is an operational level simulation of the Battle for Aachen, which took place from 12th of September to October the 21st, 1944. Right, this is a traditional hex and counter game, and this is going to be my first hex and counter game. It looks a little bit more complicated, so you'll have to bear with me. The game is intended for 2 players, but also suitable for solitaire and team play. Well, I'm going to have to look into that because it says here the complexity is 6 out of 10, so but it says solitaire suitability is 8 out of 10. But reading the rules online, and you can have a read of the rules, go to their website, which I'll put in the description. The rules are there. There is some hidden information. So I understand for solitaire play that's a little bit awkward. So anyway, we'll see. The game is played in a semi-interactive way and lets both players sit on the fence at all times. Right. So these are a German company, and interestingly, this was printed in Poland. So I love the box is nice and sturdy. I love the artwork. Here are some of the counters. We'll have a look and see what it says. It says 431 extra large counters, so we'll see how extra large they are. 1 rule book, 1 map sheet, 4 double-sided player aid charts, 2 double-sided setup and reinforcement and withdrawal charts, and 2 couple of 10-sided dice. Right, let's get the old shrink wrap off and we'll have a look. So here we are, the shrink wrap's off, and it's a nice sturdy box, and it's got this sort of linen texture finish to it, which is quite attractive. Do like the artwork. So let's see what's inside. Here we are. Here's our 2 D10. 1 green, 1 red. Lovely. And here's the counters. Now, oh, I see, there's lots of, see, I'm quite new to this hex and counter thing. They've got that sort of texture, matte texture finish on them. That's quite attractive. I like that. So let's have a look at what we've got. We're using the symbols, which I understand are in the book. Here's some admin and some improved defences. Double-sided. This is unusual. I've seen this. This is to help us with the charts, which I'll have a look at. Let's see how well they punch out. Oh, look at that. Lovely. And they're rounded. You've just got a little bit of the thing of the card on the edges, 2 edges there. But nice counters. Right. There's the map. We'll get that out in a minute and have a look. But here's the, what's this? Here's the rule book. What else we got? Right. Have a look at the rule book. Look at that. Look at that art. That's great, isn't it? I do like that. Let's move that out of the way a minute. It's a sort of semi-matte paper, very nice quality. 43 pages, including, which is always handy, a glossary and an index. So I'm looking forward to see if I can play this solo. But on Board Game Geek, I can see that the one of the guys, Patrick, is very helpful when it comes to questions. So lovely colour pictures. Yeah, here's all the little motifs that are on the counters and what they mean. Very nice. So there we are, zones of controls, lots of those I understand in these sort of games. Excuse me. Supply operation phase. Now I understand from reading the rules, it goes through, it's quite different to other sort of games I understand. It goes through a admin phase and then goes into this operational phase, which is split up into, let me see if I can find it. Ah, here we are. Yeah, you have the action admin phase. Oh, it's not very bright, there we are. But you don't do that during the first turn. So it starts with the operations phase, and that is split up into these ops cycles of initiative, determination and formation activation. And it uses action points and things like that, I understand. So, very nice indeed. And I think with it, if I remember rightly, there are 3 scenarios and then the campaign. The first one is for, it says scenario 1, First Blood, is for specifically designed for first-time players, and you play it solo or solitaire. And I think all you're doing is getting used to the conditions and the rules, and you're bombarding. He just uses this little bit of the map, and you're bombarding through all different shades of stuff out of the Germans until you get used to the rules. And then the next one is this side of the map, and that's turns 1 to 3. And then the next one is this side of the map, and that's turn 5 to 8. So that's later on in the sort of campaign. And then the whole campaign is here, which can last, I understand, from, is it on here? Yeah, 30 minutes to 10 hours. So there we are, there's the rule books. Lovely, lovely, nice rule book. So let's have a look at these player aids. Oh yeah. Oops, there we are. These look classy. And here's your setups, scenarios 1 and 3, 1 and 3. So it's all there, tells you which hex to put them on. Reinforcements and withdrawals. Here's for the campaign and scenario 2. And the reinforcement and withdrawals for those, I assume. They are lovely looking. Nice bit of card as well. What's next here? We've got Operations Chart A. Oh, I see. There's a couple of copies of each. Oops, sorry. Operational Chart A. 2 of those. And on the other side, General Chart A. Again, I've got to now I've got everything. I can now look through the rules and reference it with these. It might be a bit easier. So that's cool. And here we've got General Chart B. Which has bits and pieces on it. Tells you what everything is. German strength. Interdiction. And on the other side you've got your combat result tables and dice roll modifiers. And I think this here, this pops out, oh, crikey, it pops out lovely. You'll be pleased with the quality of the components, I'll tell you, they're lovely. I assume this sort of somehow, not quite sure yet, but here we are, so you can keep a track of where you are. That's a great idea. So that's that. So that's all the player's aids and the rules and the counters. And what I'm going to do now is pause the video and I'm going to put the map out so we can have a look at it. And here we are. Here's the map. Here's my hand to give you some sort of idea of scale. I am holding the camera, so it's a little bit wobbly. So let me put that down and we can zoom in on maybe the map and see what it's all about. Okay, here we are. We're on the sort of, I suppose, the left side of the map. And here we've got the American Forces formation, activation and action points. Down here we've got initiative, DRMs and the interdiction. And here we've got the turn counter. And over this side we've got the German formation, activation and action points part. And it does look like I'm going to have to get a piece of plexiglass and look like a proper wargamer. So let's have a zoom in. I love the colours of this map. They're very sort of muted, which would go very well with the sort of brighter colours of the counters. So you can see they look very nice. There we are. I've put some of the counters on the map now, and the sort of bright colour, love the colours of the counters on this sort of muted colour map looks really good. Look, I've even got my tweezers ready, turning into a right board game geeker. So, and I think these up here, like supply things, your HQs have to try and get a line, undisturbed line back to that so they can be supplied. I think that's how it goes. Lots of things. I can't wait to have a go. I hope I'm up to the task. So that's the map. And there we are. So there we are. There's the unboxing of my first ever review game. And this is Crossing the Line, Aachen 1944 by Furor Teutonicus. I hope I got that right. Thank you guys so much for sending this to me. I can't wait to get it on the table. This is a completely new concept for me, this hex and counter stuff. All I can say is, as a new player, the quality of the components is quite lovely. The map is gorgeous, and the handouts, the player's aids, the style of them are very, shall we say, European. They have a sort of classy look to them. I love it. I love it. And the textured finish as well on the counters and the box. So this has been an unboxing. Open that box for Crossing the Line, Aachen 1944 by Furor Teutonicus. Hope it's been of help, and hopefully we'll get this game on the table very soon. Thanks for watching. Take care. Goodbye.